That's when you really get to start to express this free will. And then when you feel that, you can be aware of your function, meaning what it is that you're here to do. Okay, for humanity. I'm not talking, like a lot of people think about purpose. Like if I don't do this, then I failed and I've like screwed this lifetime.
Or people wonder, why am I here? What is my purpose?
Exactly.
You know, in that sense.
Yeah. And so, you know, a lot of us have chosen to learn something in this lifetime, whatever that is. And some people really want a very grandiose kind of thing because they're like, if I do this, then I'll be amazing and I'll have helped the humanity and the universe. And that's all wonderful. And what I'll say is, you know, we're all here to learn something. A number of us have specific functions in what we bring to people. And even though you may not even recognize your own gift of how you uplift others, we are blind to our own gifts often. We don't even recognize them. It's weird because it's so natural to us.
Yeah.
You know, we're just like, oh yeah, well, doesn't everyone do that? And you're like, no, not everyone does that at all. You know, I have this one client, he just basically can do like, he does something weird with time where he can do like someone else, most people, 98% of the population, 8 hours of work, he can do it in 2. Huh. He does this really strange thing with time. He said, well, and he gets really frustrated with people because they're not as productive as him. I'm like, that's because you have your thing.
That's a your thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't recognize it. He just totally doesn't know. And he just gets confused why other people can't, right? But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's here to help, you know, with time and a whole bunch of different things. Like we're blind to the things that we have gifts in.
Right.
And that even those things that seem mundane to us and like very natural and that everyone else should just have them, they're actually very special. So that's what I mean by, you know, oftentimes we overlook what our purpose is because we think that they should be something more, I don't know, special or something.
Or changing the whole world in this really big one way.
Yeah, exactly.
Or famous or something. Yeah.
But it's not required in order for you to uplift self and other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so really what I'm hearing is the way in which you free will, right?
Yeah.
Like the way in which you do it, like from a higher place, really is what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
Is that empowered state and changing and rippling outward.
Yeah,
right?
And how your frequency resonance is dictates how much free will you have.
Okay.
So that's really the thing. And the way to that is self-empowerment. Right? So that's what you're doing.
Right.
So as you self-empower yourself by releasing the distortion patterns that keep you bound, you naturally have more free will. Right. You naturally come into this higher state. You naturally start to open to all these things that we've been talking about in terms of co-creation from a higher level.